Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Wrestling Wire. I am your host, Ron Emerson, and with me, some producer. Can you get my co-host here? Because like I know the internet has been glitchy. You know they're dealing with some storms and stuff up north, but I really need you to focus and get my co-host in the room because this just ain't. You're still not able to. What do you mean? What do you mean? Snow in Virginia? I don't care about Virginia.
There's a lot of snow in Virginia.
Oh well, finally, the snow must have slowed your internet. The ice has calmed or cooled the bandwidth, and it's no longer that lightning speed that we're used to.
Correct. It's been a crazy week, man. The snow, uh, the commute. It's been nuts.
Bro, I was driving in it yesterday, Columbia, and today Greenville. There wasn't that much of it yesterday, thankfully. Not that I really want to drive that far anyway, but you know, it is what it is. The things we do. Oh man, so huge. You know, how have you been? You been all right? Were we here last week? I don't
Uh,
remember.
no, I don't think so. Still recovering from the snow, I guess. Because I had to spend the night at the hospital. I think it was part of the reason, just because due to the snow.
Was I moving last week? I don't
You
know.
were
I've been
also moving that too.
no. I was here because there was a bunch. We did fan appreciation night
That's
last
right.
week.
That was
That's
that
right.
was.
Yeah, dude,
Sorry, I got
bro.
my weeks all mixed up.
Me too. Mine's just kind of thrown together. You know, totaled the car. That's
Saw that. Glad you're safe.
insane. Yeah, well, I wasn't in it. Go figure.
Regardless.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad the kids are safe. Very grateful for the kids being safe. Um, yeah, we were on our way to a. We were about to leave for a wrestling show, and the parking brake failed. Rolled downhill, crossed the road, rolled down an embankment, and into the wood line. So yeah, it was a heck of a ride for the kids. But they are both fine. They will tell you, yeah, physically we're great, mentally, eh. So that's what both of them say. It's it's kind of adorable, and it's kind of uh, at the same time. It's kind of got that vibe to it. But anyway, there's a lot of shows coming up this weekend.
There's so
It's
many going
yeah,
on,
so much going
especially
on.
in your guys' neck of the woods, and trying to get things started up here with a couple things up here. So yeah, it's been busy.
Not only that, you got to look at the big news that's been coming out of you know the WWE camp and the TKO camp. Apparently, WWE TKO has purchased the rights to Lucha Underground and are
What?
planning a relaunch
What?
under the WWE umbrella. Bro,
What?
I'm like, this is great because, and I say this for another reason. Andrade is a fantastic wrestler. He really
He
is.
is.
He can't get over for anything. It didn't matter when he went to AEW. It didn't matter here when he came back. I mean, I'm not wrong, and I'm not being mean. I'm being honest, which is what I'm known for, my honesty. Um,
Yeah.
yes, yes, I am known for my honesty, especially when it comes to the matter of wrestling. Thank you. Um, Now here's what I think. I think a lot of your talent, especially the lucha libre and the folks that struggle to get over with your more American audience, will be more beneficial there. And you will have an entire additional audience, and you can cross just like you do with NXT. Just like you do with NXT, occasionally bring in, you know, a Seth Rollins to work a lucha match. You know what I mean? That would be dope. That'd be fantastic.
That's freaking crazy that it's coming back.
Well,
Wow.
this is just the word out of the camp. This is just the rumor of the day. But
Well,
it's
it could be that they're probably putting up the old stuff somewhere. Like,
well, I would want the library alone because
yeah,
right, it's worth it. Um, hey, they did something with ECW, didn't pan out all that well. ROH is still running, kind of, but you got to be like an honor club member and all this other madness to be able to watch it. So it's kind of a mixed bag. They didn't relaunch WCW. I'm kind of grateful for that. I didn't care for the product. Um, just honestly. So I find that very interesting. Could you imagine being able to see some of these folks that we haven't seen?
since Lucha Underground. Oh my god,
Yeah, the character or like the boss guy. You know, dude, they had like murder scenes and murder mystery theater to it and everything. Like the storylines were excellent.
and also there's just the style of and the production value that they added to it, and just the whole
It was
vibe of
gritty.
yeah.
Yes, it was gritty, man. It was dope. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Shane Odom says, I just don't think WWE can catch the magic of Lucha Underground. They failed when they tried ECW. You are correct. That was also under Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I was just about
Not
to say. I think
Triple H,
especially
TKO, The Rock, and everybody else in the helm. There's a whole different crew running the ship right now. That I'm gonna leave it at that because I realistically believe that is going to be what changes it. If they do it, it's
it's a
going to be
whole
cool.
different play field right now, man. And that's just opened up the doors, and I think a lot of it has to do with the new management, the fact that it is under new management. It's just the people now have a say. The talent in the back now have a say
Right.
for a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, not their music as much, but
Or their name. Their name.
yeah. But
Actually,
no, I
I
think
can't
it's
say
great. And I
anything.
think it's great that, especially opening doors for TNA, I think that may have helped open that door for the Lucha
Right.
Underground situation.
Big time. And then another thought is, I'm in the middle of filing paperwork. I'm suing TKO right now for gimmick infringement for Ricky Saints.
I was just about to bring that up too.
I'm so totally suing TKO for that one. The gimmick infringement.
So he's getting a
Thank
name
you.
change, and it's Ricky Saints.
Who cares? If the dude, all right, he's not a bad wrestler. He's a fine wrestler. If he can get over, great. You see what happens when people go to the main roster and don't get over. They flounder around. They end up back at NXT. They go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for a while. And it is what it is. But the reality is, Ricky is a talented individual. He's a talented wrestler. And he's charismatic as all get out. So, in my estimation, you're dealing with somebody like I really don't like to compare him to another wrestler, but he's like a younger, smaller version of LA Knight. That charisma, I don't think he's as good on the mic. Now, Ricky Starks versus LA Knight, I think would be fun.
I think that'd be a great match.
or Ricky Saints now. Ricky Saints.
Not Ricky
God,
Starks.
it just doesn't even resonate well because of the lawsuit. You know, it is what it is. And by the way, any idiot that is believing the fact that I am suing TKO, you need mental help. You shouldn't have a driver's license, be allowed to vote, or procreate. None of the three. Let's see here. Yep, Scott Larson chimed in. What's up, fellas? Hey, how you doing, Scott Larson? Caught bits and pieces of hashtag Truth Tonight. They were covering HWA, which is coming up this Saturday. We will have a guest on in the 9:30, 9:45 range to help us talk about HWA. Luke Childers from The Bottom Line is in the house. What is up, Luke? Let's see. What's up, Ron and David? What is your favorite chamber?
I remember ordering the first one. The very first one.
Oh, my bad. We're not talking about the Chamber of Secrets, and we're not talking about Chamber. The other chamber I know about. But anyway,
Cold Chamber?
No. Listen. Chamber or chamber.
Womp womp. Get out of here.
Things that go boom. They have chambers.
Womp, womp.
My favorite chamber is probably a 12 gauge normally, but that's just me. I like them because they're loud. I like loud things. Let's see here. Didn't Shawn Michaels and Triple H finish a chamber one year? Weren't they at the end?
Yes. God, wow, that takes me back.
Dude, Shawn Michaels in 2002, and it was the first chamber. I remember that.
Yes, yep. That takes me back. I remember getting the pay-per-view for that at my buddy's house. We had like a pay-per-view party at his place. Holy shit, yeah.
That's crazy, man. There was Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Booker T, Rob Van Dam, Kane, and Chris Jericho were in the chamber that year. Bray Wyatt won it in 2017. And see, Randy Orton replaced Eddie Guerrero the year he died.
I guess we're not going to go into predictions until that week, huh?
Yeah, no. We're not doing that mess until that week. But yeah, that's the one. I've already done this. I've already watched every pay-per-view from the Attitude Era to now. I did that back when the WWE Network was a thing, like when it first launched. Like I just started watching all the old stuff from the birth of the Attitude Era. I remember specifically going to like the beginning of Brock Lesnar's career and the beginning of CM Punk's career, and just working all the way up from there, and even Austin. What was that? King of the Ring, 1997?
Yeah, I thought it was 96.
96, 97, somewhere in there. Dude, I'm old. I don't remember. But yeah, I've done all the manias. Karrion Kross as the White Rabbit. Yeah, but I would like to see Karrion Kross. Christian was a good ECW champion, yes. What are your thoughts on Triple H saying that WWE is not a pro wrestling company, it's a storytelling company. It's been an entertainment company for 50 years. They're just allowed to say, or 70 years, they're just allowed to say pro wrestlers and pro wrestling now.
Yeah.
If you look at an, a wrestling show, it's a wrestling show. When you look at WWE, it's a spectacle. You have concerts and you have all this meet and greet and rides and attractions and all this stuff, extra stuff added to it. I've seen bigger celebrations with WWE involved than I have the Olympics. I mean, people genuinely care more, at least in certain Olympic
Circles. Yeah.
circles or sports, I guess. People actually care more about the wrestling, the WWE product, and all that fanfare than they do the Olympics. Elliot Poston chiming in. If you do not know who this guy is, let me tell you real quick.
Hello, sir.
You need to go check out Elliot Poston, his Facebook, and catch the links to go listen to his music. He writes some fantastic songs. You can't spell Bush without USC was a hit, but I don't, I'm not a USC guy, so I didn't, I didn't care as much for that one. Gosh, he had another one. It was his first single he released, and the name escapes me. The Country Way, I think it was. Fantastic song. So go give my guy a check out and be sure to follow him because he's appearing. You can go see him live in our area. Most of the time, I think it's free because it's bar shows too. So it's pretty cool. Triple H brings back WCW and moves the World Championship to that show. Scotty Brooks, no thanks, no. What are you gonna do? Make a Raw champion and a SmackDown champion? I like the World's Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship being right where they are. I think it works out. Jamie Boland, another one checking in from Virginia. Bro, I saw the snow pics. Insane.
Yeah.
Ron uses JP Lehman as his lawyer or the law dog Josh Powers. No. So, listen. JP Lehman, I would pay for financial advice. Yes. My lawyers are have never been cheap. Any of them. No, never been cheap. Never. My lawyers have never been cheap. So I can just tell you that. People use Saint as last name or nickname do have a lot of charisma. I appreciate that. Brian Scott chiming in. How are you, Brian? Is that special guest tonight Spotlight Scotty Brooks? Well, aren't you just a person that can pop a surprise for no reason? What would you call that? A party pooper? I don't know. Punk and Brian had Chambers when they started and finished the Chambers a champ. Yes, they did. I think for me, Shawn Michaels winning it was part of that redemption of him story. Where he came out and he was saved and he was wearing the Philippian shirt and like it was just a lot to it. So looking back, I already loved it, but looking back, it resonates a lot harder for me 23 years later. You could build your own elimination chamber with just indie guys. Who would you pick? Oh my goodness. That's a fantastic question. Why am I echoing? I'm going to mute David. Okay. Well, I don't have to mute David. Okay. Drew Hood, Cam Jackson, and I'm talking indie guys, not people who've been on and off of television and or they were on TV and they I'm talking like indie guys. But if they did extra spots, that's one thing. But like I wouldn't include John Schuyler as an indie guy. I wouldn't include Killjoy as solely an indie guy. Schuyler's contracted, so I definitely wouldn't include him. I mean, Killjoy could be a potential, but I wouldn't include Killjoy in this matchup that I'm thinking of. Drew Hood, Cam Jackson, James Johnson, Chase Emery. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
I'll take
Scotty
that.
Brooks and I need one more. I'm really trying to think of a good last person to add. Look at the names I've already said in the indies in our area.
Jordan Hood, Bash Caliban, Mason Allen, DJ Springs, and Thomas Extreme. Okay.
That's a solid one. That's fun. I've only got 5.
I would put Killjoy in there because I think it'd be a fun
I'm
wild
not.
card.
No.
I would.
Yeah, that's you. That's yours. I'm building mine, not you. You can build your own. I'm building mine. There's a reason we're two different people. Hood, Cam, Chase, James Johnson, Scotty Brooks. I need one more. You know what? Just for fun, gosh, I can see him. Angels. That's my 6th. Angels. Yep. I was leaning towards another large individual. I was leaning towards a guy like an Antonio Morgan or William Huckabee or guys like that. TDT. I was leaning towards big dudes. So I mean, Curtis Coleman comes to mind as well. But yeah, I think I like my 6. Who's your 6 that you would do as
see, that's what I was thinking too. Big guys, you know what I mean? Meaty boys.
Hold on. Then where, pray tell, did Rob Killjoy come into play in your brain?
In there as a wild card would be great. It would be fantastic. Just to have him in there as a wild card because he's unpredictable. He's unorthodox, very unorthodox. So I would enjoy seeing him go toe to toe with some people that he's normally hasn't gone against. And William Huckabee is another one that I would like to throw in there. Uncle Huck, getting in there, just destroying people. He's known for those long ass gauntlet matches and hitting hard as a truck.
Yeah.
And then you took my pick for Drew Hood because I just want to see him in that gritty type environment because I feel like he's getting there. You know what I mean? I would like to see him in that kind of situation of how would he improvise? How would he adapt in that kind of situation?
Gotcha.
Let's see. Throwing Rayhan in there, I think, would be great.
That's another good pick. Yeah.
Let's see. Just going down the line. TDT would be great. TDT would be fantastic.
Yeah. There's a lot of good talent, but here's the thing I'm noticing about shows, especially in the indies. I like that companies get their roster and they build the roster around, you know, a couple of key players, and then they bring in the support cast. I don't see ever anybody bringing in all the big, all the heavy, all the, you know, all the top.
Oh,
I don't see
Wade
anybody.
Moxie,
Who?
the Dreamweaver himself. I would like to see him.
I have no idea who that is. But I don't
You're
see.
missing out. He's been here in North Carolina. He showed up at NWA a couple of times. He's been around. He tags with Bruiser every now and then. I love those guys. I would like to see him in that. Just kind of throw him in there, see what happens with that kind of situation.
Gotcha. But yeah, you don't see
individual.
You don't see anybody, any promoter or anything booking like all of the top guys for one show. And there's probably a reason for that. There's probably two reasons for that. Number one, if a promoter was to book all the top guys,
big meaty chamber.
You need a chamber, number one. But number two, and actually there exists a chamber. It's in Georgia. You can go buy it now. It's like 10 grand, 12 grand. I don't remember.
Taxes are coming in, folks.
Bro, thank you. No, thank you. We have enough pop-up promotions now from Tax Time. I'm good.
I don't know. I kind of like the sound of "Welcome to Wrestling Wire Wrestling."
No, I do not like the sound of that because the moves are going to be all. Well, that was a heck of a H&R chop block. God awful. That is terrible. Jackson Hewitt clothesline. No. This is awful.
Oh, that's funny.
Pro Wrestling TurboTax. No, thank you. We're not doing this. I love Pro Wrestling Turbo. The people there are cool as all get out.
I love them.
I was using Pro Wrestling Turbo Tax as a joke because of promotions using tax.
You're very punny.
Yeah, I know I'm punny.
All right.
Anyway, but yeah. Let's see here. Chamber Edge lost in the beginning of one, and later night attacked Kofi and won the other title in the other chamber. Oh, okay. Moose on NXT. Moose versus Oba is going to be awesome.
Yes.
Are we doing a round table for the chamber? You know what? I'll throw the idea out there, and we will get back to you with an answer. Mad when I heard about it. Now I had time to think. WWE been about storytelling ever since Vince took over from his father. Yes.
Yeah,
it's true. Been about the spectacle. When you leave an event, you have a story to tell. 100%. I'm not either. I'll be at Rigsby's in April. Very cool, man. You'll be at Rigsby's in April. I'm gonna have to go check out my guy. I've been saying that for a year, but I have every other weekend predominantly free now, so I'll have to be doing something. Hi, Brian Carr chiming in. Sean of the whole comeback story. First chamber he won after not wrestling for over 4 years. Beat his buddy. Yes, exactly.
Yep. Story mode.
Exactly. That was my point. Chamber of Indie guys. Oh yeah, you already said that one. Oh, Thomas Extreme, Bash, JP Jordan, Mason, and Elliot Shock. Okay.
Yeah, Elliot Shock is coming up. The evolution of that kid. His last promo was just hilariously good. Good shit.
Dude, Elliot Shock is a fine wrestler. I've been around him and watched him develop for over a year now, and he's solid. People been sleeping on him. They're gonna have to wake up a little bit. Women's indie chamber. Oh gosh, I'm not doing an indie chamber for the women. No. Amanda Kiss, Brittany Jade, Leah, Caitlin, Audrey, Serena. Gosh, no. Oh, meaty chamber. Big Nasty, Cooper. Well, Cooper definitely. Malik, Rayhan, Angel. Yeah. I I would exchange a couple of those, but yes.
Jackson's Sane in there.
A monsters chamber. Like Takiri, Draven Lee,
Raven Havoc.
No. You said Raven. I said Duraven. Not Raven
I'm
Havoc.
just saying.
Okay.
Well, I just may think of Raven Havoc. I think he would be also be great in there. Don't roll your eyes at me. I saw that. Get out of here.
Remember a couple months ago was selling a chamber for 10 grand. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. And then H&R Block really be funding wrestling shows. Oh yeah, we can tell. We'll see a lot of promotions do one-offs or two-offs and then sell their ring a couple months later for half of what they paid for it, trying to recoup some of their money, so they don't end up getting divorced. That's what that equals generally when you do a lot of dumb stuff. That's not why I'm getting divorced. I'm getting divorced for other reasons. Anyway, bro, let's see here. Did you see? Ooh, Draven Lee, you've been mentioned here rather honorably. Yes, he was. He knows who I am. I'm pretty sure he knows David and I both. David did commentary and I was his ring announcer back in May. We were in Georgia together. Anyway, bro. Let's see here. We talked about the lucha thing. We've had some indie fun with the chamber. The last thing I got to bring up is the did you see the new WWE ID belts for the men and the women?
No. Do you have a picture of them?
No, I don't. Of course not. That's gimmick infringement. I can't show that WWE stuff.
No.
You can go look. But yeah, you can go check it out. The belt's not bad looking, buddy. And I hope to see somebody very super wearing it. And that's Super Sean Legacy. Question. Hey Ron, you still going to be at Love Hate Tragedy tomorrow? I do not know where I'm going to be tomorrow. I know I will. Hopefully I will wake up. Hopefully I will wake up early and go to the gym. Hopefully I'll go to work, but work's in Greenville, and then hopefully I'll go to Charlotte tomorrow night. When all you have is hope, you have to have faith. Thus proclaimed for you. Oh my goodness. I am still gathering information, but what we're going to do right now, we are going to go ahead and bring on our guest. He is your HWA heavyweight champion.
Woo!
Spotlight Scotty Brooks. Welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, long time no see, guys. How we doing?
Another day in paradise.
Scotty?
How are you?
Oh man, just living the dream as a champion.
How does it feel
over here? Well, this is the first time I've been on this rodeo, so today was just full of media. So promoting the show. Let's see, I did 2 spots on the radio today, did a podcast before this, got a personal appearance first thing in the morning with the local high school and middle schoolers. And,
nice.
It's one of those things that you just got to do. Now I kind of know what Cody Rhodes feels like without the money.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what he feels like without the money.
Yeah, run here, run there, run here, run there.
Uh, okay, so they must have multiple Facebook pages.
Oh yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
working
see.
on it.
So, David, what's new with
Yes, sir.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. Hype.
Okay.
Trying to get my
That's
notes
good.
up.
That's good. I got you. I got you. I got you. We can talk a little bit while we wait.
I'm just
Man,
downloading the images now.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought those were already taken care of.
No,
Oh,
I have. I
I'll have to-
literally got. I literally got out of the shower at 7:59.
that's too much information there, Ron.
He's wearing just a t-shirt right now. That's
No, no,
He
no, no.
probably is. He
No,
probably is.
I've
He's
got.
free.
I have
Free
got pajama.
Nolan.
I've got pajama pants on, gentlemen. I had to definitely shower tonight because of the pill factory I was working in. I was covered in like all kinds of nastiness, and I could still taste it and smell it.
don't
So,
get me started on being covered in nastiness.
well, this is just pill debris.
Well, could be fun.
No, it's not that. That's not that kind of pill.
Was it a jagged little pill?
Ew.
Oh,
Huh? No.
well, isn't that ironic? Don't you
Ah.
think?
Oh my gosh, the both of you, stop.
Somehow I think he wants to wash his hands clean of us.
Ah.
Hey, I just saw you a few minutes ago, Scotty. You're cheating on me already. Scott Larson said that.
Scott, we had this arrangement beforehand.
Is that Pony Johnson favorite wrestler?
Well,
That's actually good.
that the blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while, and the broke clocks are on twice a day. Congratulations, Tommy, you got one.
Yes. Oh, jeez. 100% agree. That was hilarious. Dude,
Yeah.
that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Didn't
go.
know I was coming on your show and a damn roast was breaking out, Ron.
Oh, if a roast was breaking out, I would prefer, a grill, but, it is
Well,
what
I
it
mean,
is.
beggars can't be choosers.
Well, they can be, but it doesn't help their cause.
Very true.
It's like some of these cats begging for spots. That
Yeah.
way.
So what's going on over there at the Wrestling Wire? I mean, I'm all in favor of Ricky Saints.
I am too, but they just need to pay me for using my name.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, I will say this. There was a local promoter about a little bit over 14, 15 years ago, actually had a poor man's trademark before they took that away on the letters NXT.
Yes, I'm aware.
And then that idiot, instead of becoming a millionaire, just said, I just want John Laurinaitis at my show. And you have to use my guys every time they're on, you guys were in the Carolinas. I would have walked away. I'd have been worth about $50 million.
Am I going to be there Saturday? I have no clue what I'm doing Saturday. All right, so I'm supposed to meet somebody at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've got a 9:30 business meeting in Greenville. Beyond those two items, I have no clue what I'm doing Saturday.
Ron, who are you meeting at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning?
No, buddy of mine, Scott, actually wants to. He wants to check out the gym I go to because
Which one do you go to?
he's Crunch. So he's
Oh,
thinking
Crunch
about
is
switching
so-
gym. Yeah.
So listen, that's one of the best chains in the nation. I absolutely love it.
Yep.
I wish there was one closer to me. That's the best chain I've ever seen.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I go in.
Yeah.
I get my stuff in. I'm out in an hour. You know, I'm back at the house cooking, eating, whatever.
$30 a month, and you get to use all of them in the world. And then on top of that, you get free tanning, free hydro massage. If you're in the business,
Sauna.
go to Crunch. Sauna. I mean, yeah, there's so many different. Some of them have pools.
Really?
Yeah, there's some out there that are absolutely, just stacked with amenities.
Nice. Luke Childers asked what gym you go to.
Work out anytime in Marion, North Carolina right now. I also go to the others. Man, look at that. Oh my God, that made a freight train take a dirt road the moment it popped up on the screen. Good Lord.
I used to work
Scott,
there. That was the job right before the hospital. Work out anytime.
That's what we're at.
Danville.
Okay. I like Danville.
So Scott Larson asked, Scotty, who's going to screw you over this time?
Hopefully nobody. I mean, as many times as I've been screwed here lately, I mean, you could probably strike oil. I mean, for God's sakes. I mean, that's an old Jim Cornette line. Do you
I
remember
knew I had
that
heard
line?
it before.
Wow.
Do you remember, he was talking about who the actual icons in the business were? So about, Hogan, no. And he said Shawn Michaels, if he wouldn't run his mouth, would be an icon. And then he said Bret Hart, he's been screwed so many times. If he'd been screwed as many times as he claimed, he'd probably struck oil by now.
Right.
Yeah. So
Let's see here. I'm trying to think. I saw the Larson interview, and I'm going to reference it a minute. It seems like Brother Silas really has it out for you, and he's going to try to do something. And he keeps referencing Malik. I hate to break it to you. I've seen Malik in person. I've seen Scotty in person. I've seen Malik do some impressive things for his size. And I've seen Scotty move some pretty impressive things for his size. My money is that Scotty could slam Malik. But that's
absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, I know I can.
Right.
Even my puppy over here disagreed. Here's the thing. He can play with his tarot cards and his little hocus pocus BS all night, and he can sit there and tell me he's going to bring death and chaos and strength and all that. Hey, that's fine. But I am still not convinced that him and Pony Johnson, who I will be taking on title versus title, Heritage Wrestling Alliance versus EPW, title versus title, I'm still not convinced they're not working together. They have to be working together. I mean, it's every time I turn around, now I did get a manner of revenge on Pony. He got pinned in a non-title match. And yeah, I got myself involved after Brother Silas, or as I like to call him, Sister Sledge, decided he was going to come down and attack me as I go back through. I just wrestled Dirty. Me and Dirty had a great match. Hats off to that man. And I'm going back through the curtain. Everything's good. As soon as I get through the curtain, I'm about to sit down. I get hit in the back with a chair and then thrown through the curtain. But I'm thoroughly convinced, A, if that chair had not been broken, and B, if my good friend Nikki Richards had not been there, then I might be in the hospital right now. I mean, we can say what we want about Sister Sledge, Brother Silas, Bray Wyatt's reject grandfather. We can say anything we want about that man.
You're giving him too much
The guy's a
credit.
big dude.
All right, hold on. You can't do the Bray Wyatt's uncle or whatever
Have you
because that's giving
seen
him.
what he looks like? And I'm
You're
talking
giving
about
him way
I'm
too
talking
much credit. You're giving way too much credit for the Bray Wyatt.
Well, we know where this is going. I mean, but my point is, if we're going to talk about these things, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that's, I mean, Silas is a big, strong man still. The man is a former power lifter. He's managing things now because he's a little older, but I mean, he's still got a lot of strength. Trust me, I felt it. But the fact that he's so cowardly in that he has to use others in order to do his bidding, such as Tony Johnson, such as Mallet, and whoever else he recruits to come up there. I'm just going to say it. I can't wait to get my hands on these guys. I'm going to kick the crap out of them. I can't wait to do whatever it is that I need to do. I will come out victorious, and I will walk away with 2 titles that night. I'm going to have 2 championship titles wrapped around my waist from now till the time I decide they come off of me, because I'm not losing these titles.
Right.
I mean, Roman Reigns ain't got jack crap on me.
Oh no. Oh man.
Oh boy.
That's
I'm just saying.
Claim. This is a heck of a claim.
Well, listen, listen, I know what's causing all this, and it's, in the words of Ric Flair, it's 10 pounds of gold wrapped around the sexiest race in all waste of all professional wrestling, and that's mine.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, I got the body that the men fear and the women cheer. 252 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal.
Okay.
And you don't get there, you don't get to this level that I have gotten to without hard work. Nobody in that building outworks me. Nobody. And that, I mean that with every fiber of my being. Nobody's beating me that night. And I don't care if you bring El Cadejo himself, Estacado. I don't care if it's you, Ron. I don't care if it's Silas. I don't care if it's Pony Johnson. I don't care if it's Frankie Kazarian. I don't care if it's Jay Lethal. I don't care if it's Austin Aries. I don't care who it is that walks through. It could be Joe Hendry. It could be Cody Rhodes himself. I'll bitch slap them all and send them back to their company.
That is a heck of a claim you're making, and
that was intense. Yeah,
definitely. I'm trying to make sure.
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Everybody can talk about how they believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Scotty Brooks.
Gotcha. Well, you know what? Let's go over some of the card. I don't know the order of the matches, so I'm going to kind of just...
Neither do I on this one.
I'm just going to kind of set it up how I see fit, and we will go from there. That I do know, special start time. Kid Chaos and Myrick Moore. I got Myrick Moore.
Myrick's one hell of a talent. Let's just call it like it is. I mean, Myrick's been around. Good Lord, he's been around since I've been around and before. So I have nothing but the utmost respect. The guy can go. Same thing with Kid, though. Kid's not he's one of those guys that people forget about. He is a very, very good worker, and can't wait to see what this match brings. These guys are actually old foes from the last 15 to 20 years. They know each other very well. This could be not gonna lie, this could be a very good match on the card that's underrated.
Right. I'm
Might be a
just
sleeper hit
picking.
situation you got here.
Yeah, it's going to be a sleeper match for sure. My thing is, I'm picking like of the talent I know better or seen more of. If I've seen more of somebody and I know more of what they bring to the table, that's kind of where my vote's going. It's not like I'm, downtrodden anybody. I've been accused of that just for picking people, randomly. It's
Right. No, I got you. I got you.
so like in this case, I know Jamie Lee better than I do Dirty. However,
Well,
I,
yeah, I mean, but I'm gonna tell you, man, Dirty brings so much to the table. He brings martial arts. He brings
right,
pro wrestling.
Yeah.
I've seen more Jamie Lee matches than I have Dirty matches. However, I was going to say that I believe ADD is going to be taking some Ritalin because he's going to get handled by Dirty.
What about some
Yeah,
He might take some
yeah.
He could be out
he might take some.
going against
He
Dirty.
might take some. Well, I mean, I'll be honest
it
with you.
could be
This is
Depakote,
this is
okay?
a match. It could be, good Lord. For all we know, it could be Adderall. Okay, but but the point of the matter is, don't sleep on Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee's also one of those veterans that's been around for a long time.
Right.
And Dirty has also, they're both very much veterans of the game, and they know exactly what they're doing. So I look forward to this match. This is going to be one that I myself might have to be watching.
Right. Well, like I say, this is just our prediction segment on top of actually going over the card.
No, I got you.
Yeah, it's not like oh my gosh, I'm gonna get a mean text message from somebody because I didn't pick them to win their match.
Oh my God.
Yep. Hey guys, the phone's right here. I really care. Yeah, just yeah. Go ahead and send me a call. Text me.
Hey, Ron.
What?
Maybe these people shouldn't take themselves so seriously.
The smart aleck in me wants to say, congratulations on winning a belt. You don't wear pants.
I'll tell you something that one of my mentors told me recently, but I'll have to say it off the air.
Okay, yeah. Well, then let's get through this, and we'll do
let's
the
go.
rest of the rundown and get that. All right, we got a triple threat: Dominic Wolf, Fafo, and Primetime Dugat.
I'm gonna go with Primetime on this one. That's just me. What do you think there, David? The crazy thing is all three.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say with Primetime.
The crazy thing is all three of these guys are on the same wavelength. It's been one of those things where they are. This could be a good match. This could be. There's a lot of potential there. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm not laughing at what you guys were saying. I got somebody who sent me a message and said, "This is my mean text message." So one of the viewers literally went and texted me right then. That's awesome. Thank you. I needed that. I needed a good laugh. I appreciate it greatly. I'm going with Primetime on this one. I know Dominic's been around a bit, and I know Fafo's relatively new, as is Primetime. But I've seen what Primetime can do, so I've got to go with him.
I'm impressed with him and Fafo. So this will be something. Wolf is, but we're sleeping on Dominic Wolf here, so I mean we'll see what happens.
Not sleeping, but I feel like it. From what I'm able to see, I feel like he has a better chance. I think he'd be the wild card. Wolf would be the wild card in this one, but yeah, Primetime has it.
Okay. The Moonshine Express in a street fight for the HWA tag titles against the usual suspects. Well,
Champ's advantage on this one.
no, street fight. There is no champion's advantage. There's no DQ.
I know that, but I'm just saying the champs. I mean, look, they're the more wild-oiled machine. They're the tag champions for a reason.
The Moonshine Express has been around forever.
But has this incarnation been around forever? That's the question.
Well, no, this incarnation of it has not. But I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm hoping they bring a jar backstage. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
And that could be their downfall. You know, one too many jars. You know.
Yeah, but it could also be their uprising. The reason I say that is, gentlemen, now I just want you to think about this. What happens whenever you get a guy just a little bit over the edge, drinking a little bit, and you go to punch him, he doesn't feel it.
especially Moonshine.
I'll give you that.
Oh yeah, all you need's a couple sips, and then you know.
Well, I would have said a quarter of a quart, but okay.
Well, I mean, hey, it depends on the proof. I mean, anything 40% and above, I'm all for it. It'd take about a quart for me.
Right. There is a battle royal, and the winner gets a HWA heavyweight championship match at any time of his choosing within a year. There we go.
Well, I'm hearing there could be some a big name surprise in that battle royal. I've heard there's going to be some people that are injured that are coming back in that battle royal. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Okay.
Could there be another NWA TNA superstar come out? I don't know.
Ooh.
Wow. And Chase Loveless versus Vinny Valentine versus Luke Fury. And it's a ladder match for the HWA Mid-Atlantic Championship. I am going to go ahead and say that the young legend from the 864 is going to take this. So I'm going with Luke Fury.
That
And
is the most biased pick I've ever heard.
not discrediting
Right.
Chase Loveless or Valentine. I've seen Chase Loveless for 3 or 4 years now. I know he's been around the block. And Vinny Valentine, I've seen the last 2 years. I know what he's capable of. But I have watched the young legend evolve into the young legend.
Luke is on such a hot streak right now, just everywhere he goes.
Right.
You know, that young legend, the phenom, whatever you want to call it, he is on such a hot streak right now. It's not even funny. So I would venture to say you might see him, win. He's one that you could see, walk out of there and new Mid-Atlantic champion,
Yep. And especially it's a triple threat ladder match. I mean, it's Luke's skinny and fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
is that gonna help him at all during this matchup? He could be skinny and fast all he wants, but he has to climb up that
All
ladder.
right, listen. Take it from somebody who climbs ladders every day and has predominantly climbed and not fallen but one bad time in the last 20 years. Being small and skinny and fast. Oh, I can throw ladders. I can rock ladders.
have you, David? You have that blood. Do I need to remind you of one great luchador by the name of Rey Mysterio Jr.?
True. I'll give you that.
I mean, I can. Luke kind of reminds me right now of a young Rey Mysterio.
I wouldn't say that. Does he have the potential?
I said a young Rey Mysterio. I'm talking about like pre-WCW. Talking about before we got Cruiserweight Ray, before he went to ECW.
Like AAA.
Yeah, AAA, yeah, like way back in the day. I'm talking like 89, 90, 91, 92 Rey Mysterio.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, right around the same time as like 92, 93 Chris Jericho with Smoky Mountain. Like around that time.
Turn the Fatal Four, add Ron to it. That's funny.
No. I mean,
Yeah, well,
I think honestly he's going to come down because Luke and Vinny are going to pretty much be the end of this match. But I'm not discrediting Luke. Luke has talent. Luke has, but is he going to out stamina Vinny? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You can move fast. And you know what they say. You can move fast. You can be quick all you want, but it takes one hard hit. That's all it takes. There's a lot.
You know, a lot of people forget that whenever you get to a certain level, the matches change. You know, it's not just the style. You know, it's how hard these guys get. You know, I can tell you somebody that worked my way up from the bottom of the card all the way up to the top to even, you know, just being used as an extra. You know, the difference between even on the indie level between mid card and opening match is completely different, and it's completely different from mid card to sub main, and it's a world of difference from sub main to main, and then it's a world of difference to be a top level indie guy and goes to, you know, one of the top 3 promotions in the world. You know, you know, and the level of talent there is kind of the same way. So it's, you know, can Luke, Vinny's been there. Can Luke reach down and find that? That's the big question.
Exactly. You know where I was going. Thank you. Exactly.
Okay. I'll put it to you like this. And I've said this before.
I think he can. You know,
Luke,
I think he can.
Luke just turned 18 like 10 days ago or so. Listen to me very carefully when I say this. If Luke is not on TV by the time he is 21, so 3 years from now, if he's not on TV, I'll be very surprised. I'll be shocked because I see that. I see him on
I'm
TV.
going to give him a little bit longer. I'm going to say 23 to 25. I think, you know, I think his body's going to change. And then I think you know, because as he gets older, metabolism slow down and stuff after you hit 18 and you keep going. So we'll see. You know, I think he has everything going for him to make it happen? Absolutely.
Right.
Does he have a better chance than most? Absolutely. But you know, I'm going to give him a little bit longer. But I'm right there in that car with you. I'm just saying, let's see what he does. I'm going to say it's 23 to 25 as he gets more experience.
Okay.
You know, but I mean, we get there. We all get to the same destination. It's just I think it takes a little bit longer. It depends on, you know, how's his diet, how's his workout regimen, you know, is he as committed as we hope that he is?
Right. We're gonna catch up on comments, and then we'll actually let's finish this card out. Then we'll catch up on comments, and then we'll knock the show out because there's a bunch of stuff popping up.
Yeah, I'll let you guys. Yeah.
No, we got this one, the main event, champion versus champion, EPW title on the line, HWA title on the line, Scotty Brooks, Pony Johnson. After hearing Brother Silas run his mouth earlier, I feel some type of way about it.
So I feel like there might be
because
some shenanigans.
Pony Johnson beat his guy, right, and took the title.
Right.
Why all of a sudden Brother Silas backing him? Is Silas a company guy? Because if he was a company guy, it'd be one thing. But he's not a company guy. He's a little control freak guy. He's
well, I'll just say this.
Guy.
Every time I turn around, it's those two together. It's everywhere I turn. There's Silas and there's Pony. And, you know, I mean, my years in the military and my years as a first responder show me that there's very few times that is it a coincidence whenever it's something of that sort. And so Tony Johnson wants to come on social media and he wants to run his mouth and he wants to say he had nothing to do with it. And he wants to tell me to make sure I bring my best. Hey, I bring my best every time we get in that ring. And if you don't know that about me, then I'm sorry. You've been living under a rock for the last 3 years. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm not putting up with the BS anymore. I'm not listening to what he has to say. I'm not listening to anything Sister Sledge has to say. He can bring whoever he wants. He can bring the Mark Henry ugly wannabe Malik or Abdullah the Butcher, however he wants to. Get him some more ribs and shut him up. He can bring Tony Johnson. He can bring whoever he wants. I will, I'm going to take my foot and I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it so far up somebody's butt that night that I'm going to be tying my shoestrings out of their nose.
Okay.
I mean, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of every time I turn around that something's happening at EPW. I'm tired of every time I turn around HWA. There's something that's happening there. Once I get my hands on one of those two guys, it's going to be a bad night for them. I'm not afraid to take an ass whipping.
I believe it.
I'm not afraid to take an ass whipping. I've taken an ass whipping before. Ron, you saw the last time we were in Marion. I got the shit kicked out of me by Frankie Kazarian. But by God, I was up. If it hadn't been for Big Country, I was up. And that's for another time. But I stood my ass up. I took the fade to black.
Right.
On the concrete, concussed and everything, still ready to go. So I think Tony Johnson needs to go back and watch some tape if he wants to find out how tough I am.
Oh yeah, 100%. I most certainly remember that. So we have covered the HWA card. That is HWA Saturday night, the Box Factory, Marion, North Carolina.
Get your tickets now, guys, because it's looking like another sellout. Ron will tell you last time we had over 620 some people there at the last show. We're anticipating, at least, close to that many this show. Guys, get your tickets now. Go online, click the link. You can go to my link, the HWA page. You can go on Facebook. You can go to mine, HWA. You can go to the Box Factory. There's an eTix link. Buy your tickets now. That way you can be guaranteed. We've turned people away at the last two shows because we didn't have seats.
They ran out of seats.
They did, yeah. It was crazy.
Oh, it was nuts. One of the largest crowds I've ever announced in front of. By all means, it was insane. But to be fair, 300, 500, 600, 700, you really don't feel the difference. I don't
agree.
notice
I mean,
once you cross that 200, 250 people, it's over. You don't notice it anymore.
No, I agree. And then once you get to you do though, there is a different air in it whenever you cross into the thousands.
I bet there
is. A little louder. I've been there before. It's a lot louder.
Man. Let's see. Catching up on comments. Epico and Cologne just popped up on TNA. Elias just popped up on TNA 2.
Yep.
Chris Thompson said, I got Spotlight. Scotty Brooks is back. That's dump truck. Scotty Brooks is going to disappear into the void if you keep messing with Brother Silas.
Ooh, him and his hocus pocus.
Am I coming to the HWA show on Saturday? I do not know where I will be Saturday. I can't.
Oh, okay.
No. All right. The gym and a business meeting. The business meeting 9:30 in the morning in Greenville. That's all I can tell you. I have other things. I'm busy. Bottom line has selected Dugat for that matchup. Moonshine Express is Brandon Ledford's pick. Could they be a former WWE superstar entering the Battle Royal?
You'll just have to come and find out, Brandon.
Oh, Brandon, you're gonna have to go pay your ticket to go find out. Oh, the bottom line predicts Vinny instead of Fury.
Ooh.
Wow.
I agree with the bottom line. I think it's going to be Vinny.
Okay. Oh, Brandon Ledford has got this. Chase is a chicken coward, and I don't know anything about Vinny. Wow. Oh, speaking of the young legend himself, I've got this in the bag. Hashtag and new. Mr.
Love you,
Fury,
Luke. I'm with you.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
with you 100%, brother.
Yep. Turn it into a fatal four-way and add Ron to it. No, not happening like that. Noel Casey Blade Olmo. Never underestimate someone like that. Ron, you are on point. And let's see. Scotty Brooks will pass the torch. What?
I love it. I love it when people doubt me. I'm as far as HWA goes, I'm the guy
there no more.
that. I mean, I'm just telling you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I am that guy that nobody ever gave a shot to. I'm kind of like, right now, I'm kind of, I'm not going to give myself a comparison.
You were the redheaded stepchild who became homecoming queen, okay?
That's exactly right. And you know what? I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'll keep producing and I'll keep being the man. Because until I don't have that title, I'm still the man.
Right. Cliff Stanley chimed in. He said, what's going on? Everybody's good tonight. How are you, man? That is it for our coverage for that. We are going to talk. We're just going to go through what we got coming up on the calendar. By the way, I have checked you. Okay. I'm looking right now. I don't have anything in my messenger from Estacado, so I don't have to worry about graphics that I'm supposed to put up. I can't skip them if I don't have them. So,
hey, I can't. I would like to announce one thing before I go.
What's that?
Before I go, we will. I'm going to go ahead and make this announcement. I've been saving it for this show right here. HWA will be returning to the Box Factory that we know of. There could be a show in between this, but we will be returning to the Box Factory August 23rd, 2025 for the Bigfoot Festival. Now, if anybody knows anything about the Bigfoot Festival, there's anywhere between 60 to 100,000 people that show up for this thing in Marion, North Carolina. Yeah, it's the largest one on the eastern seaboard, and I think it's the second or third largest one in the nation. And one of the largest in the world.
When's that going to be again?
August 23rd, 2025. We are working on, as of right now, I will say this, I've been waiting for this. We're working on that part 3, if you know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Bigfoot Festival, August 23rd, you say?
Okay. Got to be ready for all.
So I'll drop that little Easter. I'll drop that little Easter egg.
I gotta go to the cigar shop.
That's right. That's right. But we are working. That date is confirmed, whether we get that talent or not. But we're working to make that match. I'm signed. We just got to sign the other person. The moment that match is signed, I will make sure that we let everyone know that that's happening. That way that's going to be probably one of the most anticipated rematches of the year. And tomorrow, my appearance there, the bottom line, it is with, hang on, I got the Amazing Shake at the Box Factory. So all the middle school and high school kids will be at the Amazing Shake tomorrow. I will be there from 8:30 to 10:30 tomorrow. I'll be signing autographs and I'll be letting people know about the show.
Excellent. Noel chimed in. I love this podcast, but for someone who was in the business, I will keep my opinion on Scotty passing the torch. Okay. Hey, nobody's arguing with you, Noel. What we're doing is Scotty's on air. So it was kind of like just interesting how you would say you have Scotty passing the torch. It was just interesting.
You're gonna have to rip that damn torch from my cold dead hands.
Okay. You're younger than me, I think, or we're right there around the same age.
There you go. Hey, there's the guy right there, Keith Buchanan at the
Keith
Box Factory.
Buchanan,
That's the guy that owns the dinner.
So you guys right there, the Box Factory, y'all can go click the link for that and buy your tickets to the Saturday show.
Keith, we'll be in touch, sir.
Buy them now. Buy them now.
Buy them now. You heard it. All right, we are going to do the rest of our indie rundown. Scotty,
Peace.
you can hang out. All right. Because I've only got.
Here, man.
Oh yeah, you have a good one. I've only got like 4 or 5 pictures to go, so we.
Oh well, I'll stay on because I do need to tell you something.
Okay. Yep. So real quick shout out XWW Extreme World Wrestling. Check out the Roku Network, ExtremeTVOnline.com. They've got a Roku app and a website. You can get this $4.99 a month. First 5 days free. Redhead Witch Designs has been a great sponsor for us.
Thank you.
Very looking forward to seeing what the lovely redheaded witch has coming out in the near future. Some information has been dropped my way, and I'm telling you, it's going to be special. Speaking of special, we need to adjust one thing, or 2 things actually. Joey Janela from GCW requires shoulder surgery and will not be able to make it. In Joey Janela's stead will be Effie. Effie will be going up against JP Lehman, and Megan Bain. I'm not sure what went down, but Megan Bain is no longer on this one. I think a scheduling conflict happened. So I don't know what's going on with that matchup, but there's going to be something wild happening. As always, you see all your favorites on the flyer. Guys, this is going to be a great show. Tomorrow night, Charlotte, North Carolina, free. Free. Did I say free? Because I meant to say free. Because you can get in and see a great wrestling show for free.
You can drink beer.
Yeah, you can drink beer. And you can drink beer the very next night as HWA presents Frostbite. Scotty Brooks and Pony Johnson, we just ran down the whole card.
Yep.
So that's going to be another fun night. Be sure to check out the Box Factory, 29 Logan Street, Marion, North Carolina. Ringside seats are $15, $10 for GA. You can get them at the door, but the last 2 events have sold out. They ran out of seats. It's a heck of a show when you run out of chairs for it. You know what I'm saying? How often do movie theaters run out of spots?
And whenever you've got over 500 to 600 chairs and you're running out, that's always a great problem to have.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Ringside will be sold out, according to Keith.
Oh yeah.
No, it's already sold out.
Oh,
that's you.
It's already sold out. Ladies and gentlemen, MATW presents Smashville Hoedown March 22nd. You don't want to miss out. They have been going up and down Virginia and the North Carolinas. It's going to be an amazing show. You have the likes of Preston being there, Blade, the freaking Silver Fox, them Gemstone, them and more. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be an amazing, amazing night of wrestling action. And it's going to be March 22nd.
Very cool. XWW has dropped their schedule for the Waxhaw Tap House starting Friday, March 21st. And they have dropped their schedule for the Carolina Beer Temple. And that starts March 29th. XWW is at it again. They've got it stacked up for the whole year at those venues. So be ready for it. Let's see here. Scotty is a businessman, and much respect to him. He knows what's best for business.
Yeah.
Yep. There's there's a link for the tickets. Thank you, Keith. Oh, Ghazi chiming in. What's up,
What's
Ghazi?
up, Gazi? Chilling.
And ringside.
What's up, guys?
Booking.
Good to see you, brother.
Yep. All right. Well, that is all I've got. So thank you everybody for tuning in. And thank you, Scotty Brooks, for joining us. Yeah. So you know what to do. You know where we're going to be. You know where to find your favorite wrestlers, your favorite talent, or your favorite companies. So do us a favor. If we don't see you here or at the podcast or wherever that is, anywhere in the digital world, you know where we will see you. We will see you at the
At
Indies.
the Indies.
Have a great night, guys.